everyone, and welcome to the premiere episode of the Omniverse Chronicles Afterlife Wandering Souls. I'm so excited to get started. I am Kim, one of the cast members on the Crit Show, also the producer of Afterlife Wandering Souls. And you'll notice that I am joined by a lot of new faces, or at least new to the Omniverse Chronicles faces. Most. Before we get started, I would love if all of my guests could go around and introduce themselves and let people know where they could find you or what you're working on. Let's start with our GM.
Hi everyone, I'm Hallie. My pronouns are she, her. I am stoked to be here. I am on an actual play podcast called Quest Friends, and I'm also on a movie podcast called Catching Up David. You can find links to both of those things if you so choose to look into them on my regular Twitter profile, which is just at Hallie Kuntz, HALLIE KOONTZ. And that's all I've got. That's me.
Fantastic. Landon.
Hey everybody, I'm Landon. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me on Twitter at occasionalgm. Right now you can find me playing Masks over in Protean City Comics in their Incidentals comic line. And if you want to get to play in my GMing, I'm a professional GM for Magpie, so you can check me out there as well.
Lara, please.
Hi, I'm Lara. Pronouns she, her. I'm a game designer. I am Glaive Guizarm Games, and you can find me on Twitter at Glaive Guizarm. And if you can't remember, just think of your favorite medieval polearm. And I am also co-host of Unplaytested, the podcast where we make a new game every fortnight. And you can look us up at unplaytested.com for a lot of weird games.
I love weird games. And finally, Tim.
Hey everybody, it's great to be here. My name is Tim Lanning. I'm on the Greetings Adventurers podcast. It used to be called Drunks and Dragons, and we changed a little bit ago. And I'm on a Naruto podcast called Naruto Reviewto, and a online advice podcast called Dear Internet. And I stream over at twitch.tv/geeklyinc. And I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm very excited.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. And so I think without further ado, Hallie, let's get started.
Okay, there is actually a little more ado because I wanted to just go over something real quick for the audience before we started, which is that in Afterlife Wandering Souls, character creation is mostly random and it takes place during the first session. However, character creation is mostly rolling dice and then looking up the answers to the dice rolls in the book and then forming the actual character sheet. And it's really, really cool because it's entirely random and there are like a lot of things in the book. But because it's also just rolling dice and then me saying things, we did that during our session 0. So everybody already has a character. I will go over some of the things that we decided during character creation because this game is also about memories and you get the very wisps of memory during character creation. And, you know, it would be unfortunate to go into a game not knowing vaguely anything. But the players also don't really know anything about their past. So
yeah, I'm real confused, but I'm excited.
That's a huge draw. So that is just, we did that during session 0, just so everybody's aware. And that was the only thing I kind of wanted to touch on a bit before we actually began. So without further ado, it's dark and it's misty, but you can tell you're on the water. The gentle lapping of waves comes from underneath you, and as you rock from side to side, the curved sides of a boat deck come into view through the heavy mist. To your left, mist and more water. To your right, mist and more water. And straight in front of you, a hooded figure, leaning backwards against a railing, elbows splayed out casually in a devil-may-care fashion. The figure breaks his pose to smoke a cigarette, looking even cooler than he did a second ago. As he takes a drag, he says, "Greetings, comrades. Do you remember yet?" And he looks to the 4 of you expectantly.
Remember what?
"Oh, thank God," he says, tossing the cigarette behind him. "That means it is working! Oh, it is working! Mina, it's working!" And then a voice from somewhere behind you, an area that is still shrouded in mist, booms out, "Well, then why is it still dark?" And the figure in front of you yells, "Because I haven't pushed the button yet!" And suddenly there is like this button next to him that you haven't seen before, but it feels like it's always been there. And he flexes his fingers, which are hidden under giant long folds of his cape. And he says, "It's been a long time since I got to push the button. Thank you." And he slams a hand down on it with undisguised glee. The surroundings explode in cheap, warm light. Little bulbs on the edges of the deck flicker to life, and as they extend behind you, you realize you are on a much bigger boat than it would initially appear, because you are on the front deck of a giant paddle wheel style riverboat, like a Mark Twain era style riverboat. And you are trucking along down a seemingly edgeless body of water. This would be a really fun atmosphere if it didn't feel so wrong that the only people on the boat are the figure at the bow, some shadowy figure moving in like the cockpit area, and you four. It kind of feels like being in a church or a museum after hours. It's big and hollow and empty, and it feels like you shouldn't be here. Nevertheless, the figure at the bow is really excited, and he says, "I am the boatman. Welcome to my boat, the Skull and Crossroads." And he points to a little like emblem above, like underneath the cockpit, and it's a little skull, but the crossbones underneath it are arrows, like little roads. And then he adds, "Congratulations on dying and forgetting everything about who you were and how you came to be here."
What?
Sorry,
Huh?
what?
What's happening here?
Yes, that is the crux of it. It has been a long time since I have been asked these questions. A very long time. You are wanderers now. It's been a while. This is good for me, possibly for you. I don't know. We will see. Welcome to the Tenebris. And then he takes out 4 tickets and he reads Olive, Skylar, Rufus, and Charlotte. And as he says each of your names, you each feel a sense of recognition. Like, yeah, that's what I'm called. That's my name. And he approaches each of you and hands you a ticket. Olive. As you take your ticket, flashes come to you. A city, its pace fast, ceaseless, and draining. And you remember intense pangs of boredom amidst all this movement and excitement. You imagine relieving this boredom by lifting things from people's pockets. Change, phones, receipts, those are your favorite. You stole things because it was fun. And then quicker, contextless flashes follow. You lost something important for the world. You easily replaced someone at another person's side. You're lying in bed with someone you love. You were in the hospital, and it was your fault. You know that your heart was torn between two, that you could never sit still, and that there's a large family. You have a large family, and you may have left it behind. They might be waiting for you. Skylar. Although you have no way of knowing this, you feel a similar sensation to Olive as you take your ticket. Except the intense pangs of boredom you imagine are justified. Suburbia's no place for you. You can't spread your journalist wings. There are no scoops here. Your anonymous gossip blog is all that keeps you going, because it's the only news anyone cares about. Less certain, more confusing images follow. You're at a party and you love it. You brutally killed someone because they had it coming. You were a coward and you lost everything. You broke something big. And something caught you off guard, tearing into you. You know that the world was too much, you were infamous, and you were a caretaker. It's all very confusing. But maybe not as confusing as for Rufus, because the first thing you remember when you take your ticket, Rufus, is a badger. A loving, wonderful badger, the only creature who ever really understood you out in the stretches of the wilderness. Out there, and possibly elsewhere, you're not really sure. You proved your worth with might. You were running from someone smarter. You pleaded your case to people you didn't know. You were caught in a terrible lie to another's detriment. And you attended a party, but your mind was elsewhere. You don't know what all that's about, but you do know that you were a liar, you were cared for, and they thought you were a loser. Charlotte, you're less certain what anyone thought of you, but you hope that your parents, who came from far away to whatever city you called your home, were proud of you for making money, as they'd hoped. All you remember is desperately wanting something, teeming with knowledge. Hiding, knowing that you wouldn't be found. Being the leader of a group, a cult you called your very own. Being imprisoned by an outside force. And being lost in the woods, something chasing you. You don't know if it was at that point, but you do know that at some point you lost your hope, your nemesis won, and anger drove you. After you've all taken your tickets, there is a jingling coming from one of the many folds of the boatman's large, oversized, cloaky thing, and he takes out these white, bony-colored coins and goes, "We're back in business, baby!"
And what business is that?
Transportation. I take people like you. I take them to the Tenebris. That's your new home.
But what are we supposed to do there?
Yes. In the Tenebris, though, we are very happy you're here. Let me open with that. But we hope that you do. You're welcome. Not everyone is going to be as graciously welcoming as the boatman here, but hey, that's life. Dip, I don't know. It's life for us. We do not know why wanderers show up, but sometimes you appear on my boat and I get paid. I do not question where the money comes from. I just take it and send you on your way.
So we're dead?
That's correct. Well, to you. I do not know anything about the earth from which you come, but I do know you end up here for whatever reason.
Huh.
Are you taking us to a nice part of the Tenebris, or?
Oh, it's very nice, very nice. We are taking you to my good friend Bart over at the average point. We should get there in a few minutes. Oh, but first I have more gifts. I forgot about my gifts.
All right.
Okay.
Shit, it's not even
The
my
goodie
birthday.
bag, not
I don't think.
turning it down.
It is the opposite of your birthday, actually.
I didn't get you anything, if that's sort of what this situation called for.
Oh, no. The
Is there
boatman
a price
requires.
associated with this? You seem very set on your business.
Oh, no. I do not take money from my passengers. I get it from somebody else.
Huh.
And then from within the folds of his cloak, yet again, he pulls out 2 bows, a sword, and a shield. One of the bows he hands to Olive. And Olive, do you want to describe what this bow looks like?
Yeah, it's gold and covered in sort of scrolls and filigree, and it's actually strung much like a harp.
This is a very pretty bow, he says as he hands it to you. The
Thanks.
second bow goes to Charlotte. And Charlotte, do you want to describe how it looks?
Yeah, it doesn't even look like a bow at first. It's a shimmering jeweled gauntlet.
Yes.
But as I put it on and make a fist, a couple of sproingy dinguses spring out, turning it into a wrist-mounted crossbow, primed for a shot, much to my surprise. And they boom back in when I open my hand.
Very cool, the boatman says.
Super cool, yeah. Not weird, super cool.
He hands the sword to Rufus. And Rufus, how does your sword look?
As he hands it to me, I describe the hilt, and it looks like a fairly normal sword. But as soon as he lets go, the blade falls to the deck of the ship and makes like a very stereotypical length of chain hitting the ground. And Rufus just kind of looks at it and goes, "Is this?" He says, "A sword? I don't think this." And then as he kind of moves it back, it whips out and goes 8 feet in the air, and then comes back and goes back to being a sword again. It's like, okay, this rocks. I don't know where you found this, but this rules. Whatever this thing is, this is great. This isn't so bad. I'm loving this.
I'd agree. Be careful with that. That was more reach than I expected it to have.
I I don't know how to work it. I'm very afraid.
And then the last thing he hands out is a shield, and this goes to Skylar. And what does your shield look like?
Yeah, the shield's made out of like a dull steel and it's 16 segments. And Skylar's the like holding point is right in the middle. And Skylar shakes it a little bit, and when he does that, it goes to like a point at that spot and kind of like goes like almost a drill over his arm. And he kind of flexes it back out into a drill. And then when he shakes it again, the segments all collapse into just like a line on his arm for easy carrying.
The boatman is delighted. He's like, "Oh, these are so unique. I mean, they always are. These are your approaches. Your approaches are important. They represent your soul, but allow you to fight things. Very exciting, very fun. You will need them for your travels through the Tenebris."
Wait, so
Oh,
this
because-
is a dangerous place? What's going on?
No.
It's not dangerous.
It's not dangerous, but you gave me, like, he has the scariest sword I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's not a normal sword.
Well, I do not know how dangerous Earth is, per se. But danger happens around every corner. It keeps life exciting. No, you may have to get used to your newfound abilities here in the afterlife.
But we're already dead.
That's true. I guess we
You
can't
can
die
die
again.
twice.
Okay.
James Bond. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can die twice. You see, if you do not make it to the beyond, you may suffer a fate worse than death. I don't really know. I cannot die. I am very cool. I am immortal, so I don't have to worry about such things.
Okay.
But you wanderers, you eventually want to make it to what we call the beyond. I don't know where it is. I do know that you can die before you make it there. It will be a lot less fun for you than if you just go to the beyond.
Okay, so let me get this straight. We're all dead.
Mhm.
You're taking us to the Tenebris,
That's correct.
but that's not where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be
yes.
at the beyond. But
Did
you
we do
can't
something wrong?
You can't take us there?
It's like a purgatory situation, is what I'm getting. Is this?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Gonna throw out a notion, everybody. What if we just flip a Yui and back to Earth? Like-
whatever I did, I'm sorry, and I'm sure.
Yeah, second
You
chances.
you all seem sorry too, right? What?
Oh, I'm sorry as heck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did absolutely nothing wrong in my life.
Okay.
These are accurate assessments of your position, yes, but I'm afraid I cannot, as you say, pull a Yui. That is not how this boat just goes forwards. That's all it does. It is a very
Really,
good
it
boat.
turns around at some point. Like,
No. No. It just goes. Mina! And then a girl sticks her head out of the cockpit there. She's wearing two pairs of goggles. One she's like wearing, and the other is still pushed up on her forehead. And she goes, "No, we can turn around. We just can't go back to where they want to go to. The boat can't turn around. What do you think I do up here?" And the boatman just kind of like shrugs. And he's like, "Ah!" And then she disappears back inside the cockpit. And he goes, Look, I know this is a lot to take in, but maybe this is better than what you had. The Tenebris.
no,
if you were
probably
here,
not.
I mean, it's possible. I guess I don't really remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering everything as well.
That is what I like to hear. I am sorry, but that means this is working again. As I said, it has been some time since we have gotten some wanderers. They are fairly normal here, but that is the gist of it. When we land in the average points, that is when you can go on your way. Oh, but first, you know what? I'm not done with my gifts.
Oh, okay.
And then he reaches back into his little cloak, and he takes out another assortment of items. To Olive, he hands a haggard tome. And as you take this really old, falling apart book, you suddenly feel like you could say any lie and it would ring true. To Skylar, he hands a silver cog. And as you take this cog in your hand, it unfolds and starts climbing over your arm like the Iron Man suit, because that's basically what this is. It's just a cool Iron Man suit. And it actually sort of resembles your shield in that it is kind of segmented, and it feels like it's hiding something dangerous. It could be very deadly for your enemies.
That's awesome.
To Rufus, he hands an emerald feather, and Rufus, as you take it, it disappears in your hand, and then two wings that match the feather pop out behind you.
Oh, good. What did you do to me?
Aha! This is just an innate representation of your talent. You can put them away, probably.
And I scrunch my face and push. I guess they go away.
It works, yeah, they disappear. And as you interface with your wings for the first time, you sense that they will give you the ability to copy the ability of another being you sense.
Oh, I throw up over the side of the boat.
This is a lot.
The boatman ignores
Am
you.
I able to throw up? I don't know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You're able. Actually, the boatman will say, you retain some of your physical feelings, including the bad ones, especially the bad ones. But you are not the first. You are not the first. Don't worry. And he pats your back as you're throwing up over the side of the boat. And then to Charlotte, he will hand this abacus, and it's strange to you that an abacus could be broken and janky, but that is what this abacus is. It feels like it could break down the middle at any point. And all the little beads are different sizes, and it's just what is this?
Well, thanks for the math gift, buddy. Any chance you could go back for another cool book or magic wings?
No. This is your math gift. I do not control the gifts. They just appear upon my person, and then I distribute them to who I know is right. I am not the right department to complain to.
Okay,
I was nervous. I was going to get the worst gift, but you definitely did. That was a close one.
Why did he get an Iron Man suit and he got wings, and
that's
I
cool.
got a busted book, and she got a broken abacus?
So there
Yeah,
is
there's
a
some,
department to complain to.
Afterlife sexism that I am not happy with.
I agree.
The boatman is getting
I
quickly
agree.
frustrated. It's look, I don't know. There is a department. There is a department. It is called. If you go to the, and he pulls out a little piece of paper, and he writes, Sharon Travel Agency. Sharon is spelled Charon, and he gives it to you. And he's look, they can help you if you go to the Sharon Travel Agent. Probably. I don't know. People don't usually complain about the things they get. You're getting all this free stuff. Come on, you're on a boat. It's misty. It's cool. I know you just died, but you also you've got swords and shields and bows and abacuses. And Charlotte, as you continue to play with your abacus, you sense that you have the ability now to divide people's thoughts.
Oh my god.
Whoa. That's a weird abstract ability, but I'm still going to complain about it.
Well, complain to somebody who can do something, eh?
I'm sorry. It's just been a hell of a day, as I'm sure you can maybe not directly sympathize, but we all died, and we're getting a lot of new information, brand new information, because I can't remember a goddamn thing. So sorry. Thank you for the busted book. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I suppose it's better than nothing.
And my lies ring true.
Because your lies ring true, though a man's feelings are not hurt, and he thinks that is a very genuine thank you / apology. Oh, he says, thank you, somebody gets it. Somebody gets it. Now, do you want more things or do you not want more things?
Oh no, I'll take
I
more
want
things.
more things.
Yeah, just do that. Do that.
All right. Try to be grateful this time. Jeez.
Sorry.
Sorry.
And again, from the folds of his cloak, he takes out like a little flat hat, and he like pops it out because it's a top hat. And he gives this to Olive and says, "For the sunburn."
Oh, it's true. Skincare is extraordinarily important. And when I take it, it changes from a top hat into a wide-brimmed felt hat. Good to go.
Even cooler, the boatman says. And then he also hands you 2 little walkie-talkies that have like sun symbols on them, and he says, "They are solar powered."
Useful.
Indeed.
Is there a sun here? Do we see a sun?
No, it's still just misty and water.
Okay.
I'm assuming because of the sunburned and the solar powered walkie-talkies that maybe we're dealing with like a desert situation. I hope so, or else I won't be able to use these walkie-talkies. But thank you. This is very thoughtful.
You are welcome. Thank you. That is like how to write a thank you note. That is like point by point how to write a thank you note. Olive gets it. Olive gets it. Then he
Am I
takes out
nailing
more
this?
stuff.
I think I'm nailing this.
Yeah, you're winning.
You're nailing this. To Skylar, he hands a really nice, like, package of clothes that's like really nicely folded, but like he's not handing them over super gently, so they're becoming a little bit more unfolded as he gives them to you and he like tries to fix it. And it looks like a really nice suit and really fancy shoes. And he goes, they were not nicer when I didn't have to handle them, but they will appear as the formal clothing of anywhere you wish to go. Very handy. Maybe not as much as for sunburn, but very handy.
Good for a party.
Yeah.
And then he also hands you another, like a little MP3 player. And he says, this is solar powered. It doesn't work right now, but it probably will later.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is much better than with the approaches. Jeez. Rufus, here, this is
All right, what do I get? I'm excited.
This is for you, and it's like a little hamster-sized onesie.
I'm not wearing. No, I'm not. I'm not wearing this. This doesn't fit. I'll take something else. Do you have like a lost and found? Is there anything else back there? Or...
Well, what if you get a hamster? The hamster
right.
can wear this, surely. This is if you put this on like like your finger or something, this you can turn into a hamster. And then think of how dashing you would look in this. Think of how dashing.
Do it. Can you do it? Can you please do it?
I could put you in my pocket.
I don't want
of
to.
my nice suit jacket.
I'm firmly on team. Don't turn into a hamster. The day has been weird enough already.
I don't want to. I'll take it, but I want to just look jealously over at Skylar's outfit, and then it's like, all right, no, this could help. I guess. Thanks. No, I really mean it. Thanks for this, whatever this is.
You are welcome. The other thing you get are these boots. And he hands you these, like, completely normal boots.
Cool.
Just, like, regular boots. And he adds, these will fit perfectly. I don't know what size they are, but it doesn't matter, because they will fit perfectly, and they will never wear down.
Actually, these rock. I was being sarcastic before. These rule. They're very comfortable. Thank you so much.
Good for trekking across the desert in search of the beyond. Yes, good, you like it. And then, oh, Charlotte, you get. I know you were unhappy with the abacus, but you get 3 of these from my mysterious benefactor.
Okay,
And
yes.
To Charlotte, he hands you a box of tackle and some fishing rods that look and smell like real fish. I'm sorry, the tackle looks and smells like real fish, not the thing as a whole, but if you ever to fish, the tackle would.
Oh, cool. Listen, I don't remember a damn thing about my life, but I guarantee you I've never been fishing and I never will. But I'll carry this around, I guess.
Now is the perfect time to start. A fresh start, a new life, eh?
Mhm.
Eh?
It's not very desert themed.
Might be an
Well,
ocean
maybe there's
here.
a water desert. That's a beach. I don't know. God, it's been a day, and we've been here half an hour. Oh my God. You said 3. Is the next one good?
The next one, and he pulls out a bottle of whiskey. And
It
says,
is.
Yes, this is a very good one. This one sip will get you drunk. I don't recommend it.
I'm doing it. Bottoms up.
Are you just taking it right now?
Yes.
You look
I need it.
surprised. It's like, I don't know what I was expecting. All right. That's probably not going to cause any problems later on. Here's your last thing, and he hands you an umbrella. Again, a completely normal looking umbrella.
Cool. Yeah. Whoa.
This is wind resistant, and it won't break.
Love it. Love. And then I go throw up over the side of the boat as well.
You'll feel better afterwards.
But I do take the umbrella.
Again. All right. Well, that is it. That is it from me. You have your gifts. We are not at port yet, but we should be there soon. Do you have any more questions? I know everything.
I have 1,000.
Why?
I don't know that.
Yeah,
to be fair.
that's a great. Yeah. What's going on? How do we leave? How do we get better? How do we survive?
Is there a path back to Earth?
Mhm.
All right, listen. You can't remember anything, and that is part of the problem that you are here for. If you'll notice these, and he's pointing to these marks that are on your skin, they're very faded. They're like tattoos that haven't been quite inked yet. And they're really hard to make out. But Olive, you think that you see like a wallet and a safe and maybe some ants. Skylar, you see a cocktail glass, a poison bottle, and a little gift box tied with a bow. And Rufus, you can make out that badger again. It's like a badger with like a frowny face, a shoe, and a forked tongue. And Charlotte, you can see wind chimes, handcuffs, and a target. Those are all the clearest ones that you can make out. And then still gesturing towards these marks, the boatman will continue. These represent your memories. If you can find your memories that are linked to these death marks, so we call them, then you will gradually move closer and closer to the beyond. Again, this is our home. We live here, the Tenebris. We don't have a way to move on. But you are humans, you are wanderers, and you do. So what you should be doing is trying to regain your memories and trying to move on so that you can find your absolution or whatever.
Okay, that's a thing that we can do. How do we get those memories?
You have to go to limbos. Limbos are like portals. They are like connected to the beyond, but they are not the beyond. They are just places that you wanderers can jump into. They are different than where you will be jumping into them from. And I know this is all very, very confusing, but it's really very simple. If you just explore the limbos, you will find your memories and you will unlock them.
Like Kingdom Hearts.
Like Kingdom Hearts, my favorite video game.
I don't know what that is.
It's very good. You can buy it at the store. I can write you a recommendation if you like.
There are video games here?
Some.
Okay.
Just Kingdom Hearts.
Just Kingdom Hearts.
That's it.
Okay. How do we find these limbos?
They will be around. You just have to explore. I know everything, but that doesn't mean I have all the answers.
Huh? So I guess you're saying we just have to, when we land, we just need to wander around because we're wanderers, so we just go and do stuff.
That is the gist of it, yes. But be careful, be careful. You should be, just take some time. Get to know places, get to know people. You can take it slow, but don't stop, because if you stop, that is bad. That is what we call here in the Tenebris stagnation, and you may become an unrequited. And unrequited are like wanderers, but so much worse. They are no fun at parties.
Well, I can't have that.
Okay.
Oh,
I would simply poof to a different place on the boat. It is very fun for me. Not so much, not the wanderers, they get frustrated if they really wanted to kill me.
No, should I try it? Yeah, okay.
You can.
He said he liked it.
And I'm gonna, bow you in the head.
All right. I think that's gonna be
our Twitch stream very briefly, but
he does
Tubes.
that sometimes.
yep, the tubes. Some weak signal in the Tenebris, but all right. Can you let's back up ever so slightly. Hallie, whenever you're ready.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So Charlotte was just gonna shoot the boatman
Shoot the boatman in his dang head.
in his dang head. And we were going through what the roles for that were. So just in case anybody missed it, this system uses D6s, and you roll a number of dice equivalent to whatever your ranks in the relevant stat are. And a nat 4, 5, or 6 is a success. So essentially, if you're better at something, you have more chances to succeed.
Okay.
And we determined that because Charlotte is using Overcome and is using her approach, actually I said 2 before the break, but then we took the break and I was like, oh, you know what? Actually, it's 3. So go ahead and use 3 dice, because you're using your approach in a cool way, and that usually results in also getting an extra die.
Heck yes. And I got 2 6s
Wow!
and a 1.
Okay, well, the 2 6s are all that matters. That's awesome. So you succeed this roll, which is good because the boatman is inviting you to do it. He's very excited. So as the arrow fires from your cool jeweled gauntlet, it will just actually go through the boatman, nothing happens, but it lands in the opposite side of the boat and twangs a little bit. And they go, see, you can't. I mean, you can touch me if you were doing it to not hurt me, but you can't hit me with pointy things.
Well,
Can I
had to
lightly poke
try,
him?
Thanks for the opportunity. I feel a lot better after that, frankly.
Ah, good. That is what I like to hear. That was invigorating for me as well. And are you trying to touch him, Rufus?
Or just tap him, but with a pointy end.
As you do that,
Definitely not a stab, though.
As you do that, because he was talking to Charlotte, he's like, "La,
Gotcha.
got me. Yes. That unsettled him far more than being shot at by an arrow. He's less happy with that. But Mina, the girl who came downstairs, is laughing. She's very happy. This is a good bunch of... That's not Mina's voice. That's the boatman again. This is a good bunch of wanderers, Mr. Boatman. Very happy to meet you all. And now that you can see all of her, she's got both sets of goggles now pushed up on her head like sunglasses. And she looks like the coolest steampunk person you could possibly imagine. She's got these real cool knee-high boots. She's got baggy pants with lots of pockets, and she is somehow wearing 3 vests. You don't know how that's working, but they're just stacked on top of each other, and it's a really good look for her.
Okay. Dope.
Did you bring any gifts?
No, unfortunately not. My job is just to keep the boat running, We've had some problems lately with no clientele. But, and she pulls a wrench out of one of her pockets and flips it in a really cool way, and is managed to keep it going, isn't that right, Boaty? But when it's that is right. Mina does the things with the machines and the making the button. I like the button. I like that she makes the button work. Mina has been keeping this going. She is my right hand. We have not been able to forward improvements lately, but it's all okay. Now we can because we have passengers.
So,
Wait.
Mina, if you're the one that's running the boat, what does the boatman do? Besides just sit at the front and smoke a cigarette and look kind of cool.
The
He hands
boatman
out
is doing
umbrellas. I mean, he does that.
Yeah, that's true.
Concierge.
the boatman is doing exactly that. He's produced another cigarette and is leaning coolly against the front of the boat. And Mina will shrug and say, "Well, he's got the jacket. He can pull out the umbrellas and the abacuses and the cooler, the swords. I'm not actually sure where he gets it from, but we've been friends for ages, and so it would be a shame if he couldn't channel all that supernatural ability just because he has no idea how to actually run a boat."
Cool. Wait, why? Quick question. Why have you not had a lot of clients recently? And what makes us so special?
She just shrugs, very exaggerated shrug. Goes, "We don't have control about when or where wanderers appear. I mean, we kind of do in that they'll appear on this boat, but they just haven't been showing up lately, and we're not sure why. It's kind of a mystery."
So not everyone ends up like this, like on a boat. With
Oh
a bunch
no,
of
you're
presents
very
and...
unlucky.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry I cut you off. Could you?
No. I mean that's a good summary of it. I'm feeling pretty unlucky right now, considering
Yes.
I'm dead.
I am not human myself. I am what we in the Tenebris call kin, which means that I have lived here my whole life. And she looks human, like she looks like you look, maybe a little bit uncanny valley, like a little bit translucent, but otherwise she just looks like a steampunk person. And she will continue. "I've lived in the Tenebris my whole life, and wanderers are just sort of a thing that happens. They'll just pass through from time to time, but actually no one really knows where they come from. But we do know that you're not strictly supposed to be here. What happens is you die and you ascend straight to the beyond, and the Tenebris is sort of like if you took a wrong exit on the way. I'm afraid it's kind of a hassle, but that's why I'm here. That's also why I'm the boatman's assistant. Once we dock, I'll be your guide. If you want, some wanderers prefer to just strike out on their own right away, and others want their hands held, but it's whatever. At the very least, I can give you directions to where you'll be staying tonight." And then she'll gesture at the tickets that you're all still holding. And she flips them over, and the boatman announces, "They are coupons!" And on the back of each ticket it says, "Welcome to the Tenebris. This voucher is good for 1 night free at the OK Barn Inn." "You see, we're friends with Bart, the owner. He'll put you up tonight while you get your bearings, free of charge. He'll give you a meal. You can figure out where you want to go from there. You can explore. I can help you if you like. I can also bug off completely if that's what you want."
Wait a minute. I got one free night at a hotel? And then
Yes.
I'm gonna have to start paying for things?
Do we have to get
Am I
jobs
dead
here?
and I'm gonna have to pay for things?
Well,
Yeah, what
that's-
money do you use here? Like, souls?
We use Capitibus, which is mined by the Skull Mountain people.
Oh my, okay. All right.
Super just
I'm
made
not-
that up, little girl.
Is
Please.
robbery illegal here?
Oh Jesus, I hope not.
Yeah, you can't.
What?
I mean, yes, there will be law enforcement. Look, we can help you find, a source of income, and that's actually why when we go to the average point, there is a currency exchange there, and they'll be happy to help you.
I check my pockets. Do I have money?
You have some. You have you're all gonna have a basic
Okay.
starter pack
Okay.
of Capitibus, and then the boatman will be like, "Another gift from me, one I didn't even know that I gave to you."
Whoa.
Okay.
You were quick to take credit for. I noticed that much.
He does a little finger gun your way.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the kippy pippies, boatman.
You're welcome. I don't know what that means.
how long until we dock? And is there a place on the boat where we can all just scream and cry until then?
Right after you ask that, the boat like hits something, and the mist is gone like instantly. There was no like, oh, there's a port. We're approaching it now. You're just suddenly at a dock. And what you see is a collection of little like ramshackle old west ghost town buildings, and Mina will jump off of the boat onto the pier and be like, "Welcome to the average point." A tumbleweed blows behind her, but she's clearly very impressed and excited.
It's very average.
Yeah.
Yes, they would love to hear that. They love being average here at the average point. You know, we thought about docking our wanderers somewhere more exciting, but we also thought it best to ease you into your afterlife gently. This town is populated by very kind kin. As I've said, Bart, we're friends with Bart, the owner of the OK Bar and Inn, and we can go see him now if you like, or you can explore a little bit.
How
I'm
are
a little
you all
overwhelmed.
feeling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
put our stuff down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a big day. Still getting used to the fact I died. Would love to have a little nappy. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe kill this bottle here and just
You might die.
ease into
No.
the afterlife.
That all sounds great. I can take you there if you like.
Sure, lead the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, all right. And as you all disembark from the boatman will like wave his big floppy sleeves at you from the boat and be like, "Welcome, welcome again. Please, please don't hesitate to find me if you have any more questions that I can answer because I know everything. And you can always come to me. Mina, have fun. I will see you later."
Wait,
And
how do
he
we
is just-
find you?
Oh, I don't know. You'll have to figure that part out.
I'll miss him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't.
I've met weirder people in worse places, I think.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
they don't always give strange gifts like this, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
I realize he's kind of a character, but the boatman really does have your best interests at heart.
I think I want to just like look around like at our group.
Yeah, please do. Actually, I haven't given any of you a chance to like describe your characters at all, which is a huge oversight on my part. So now that we've kind of reached like a transition thing, how does everybody look? How does everybody feel? What's happening with the PCs?
I'm a 3-inch tall hamster.
You put it
no, I'm just kidding.
on.
No, I'm kidding. The amazing Rufus is probably 5'4" and 4 feet wide. Big shoulders. Hairy neck hair and back hair poking out of the shirt he's wearing. Just a big chunky meat man, kind of husky. Some great looking boots, I would say. Let's say it's just like a classic boot, a classic tan boot now. But yeah, he's probably brown, frizzy hair, and just 5 foot tall and wide as the day's long.
Chunky meat man will live with
Yeah.
me for the rest of my life. Olive is a young woman with dark hair and dark eyes, extremely fidgety, and the sort of person that it seems like the wheels are always turning in her head, no matter what she's doing. Just always just trying to figure things out. But yeah, small, can't sit still.
Charlotte is a middle-aged woman. Peg her at like 45 or
Okay.
so. Skinny, super pale. Looks like she hasn't seen the sun in 5 years. Long, long reddish brown hair, starting to verge towards gray at the temples. Dressed kind of rattly, I suppose. Old old clothes, patched and repaired.
Skylar is pretty average height. Very much would just blend into a crowd. Hair is well kept beard, just brown hair, blue eyes, just very much your standard suburbanite. Probably works some very boring desk job, but looks exactly like that. Was probably wearing like a polo before he put on this fancy suit jacket.
A good Patagonia vest.
Oh yeah. North Face jacket if it got a little cold.
Yeah. Your wallet chain will come in handy.
All right, perfect.
Hey, I guess are we all sticking together?
I guess if they're the only humans or wanderers, whatever they said, we probably should.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to deal with this alone.
No.
This is a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Safety in numbers, all that. Well, hi, it's nice to meet all of you. I wish it were under better circumstances.
Yeah. I don't quite know how to introduce myself. Just you can call me Rufus. And all of us not having our memories makes it. I don't know how to do small talk as well.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm Skylar, I guess.
Hi, Rufus. Hi, Skylar.
Charlotte, hello.
Hi, Charlotte.
I'm
Olive. I'm sorry you all died. I'm sorry I died.
I mean, some of us probably deserved it.
Yeah, I mean, statistically, yeah, one of us did.
What?
I mean, we're in purgatory, right? That's like we're being punished for our sins in life. This seems
and they probably don't get this wrong, so we all definitely deserved it.
I don't know if it's a question of merit. I mean, the boatman was saying that we all just kind of we were mistakes. This isn't like a punishment. We just kind of took a wrong exit.
The boatman also said I would enjoy a broken abacus, so the boatman says a lot of things.
Okay, yes, also true. I'm trying to.
But the boatman knows everything.
He does.
And you know that because the boatman says he knows everything.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to hope that maybe I'm a good person. I'm just saying I don't think that this is necessarily a merit thing.
Well, regardless, I mean, it might be a merit thing now, so maybe we have to be good. Rufus looks around. If he finds any trash on the ground, he'll pick it up, and then give the rest of the crew a thumbs up. See, I just got 1 point, so I don't know how this works.
You need to be good people.
I mean, she tried to kill the boatman.
Yeah, you had to lose points.
Oh, I know. I'm not going to lose points for that because I knew it wasn't going to work, and he said I could. So that
was consensual.
Okay, that's true.
Right.
I did think it was going to work, though. I was hoping it would work, and then I would have politely escorted the girl from the cockpit. Wink. And just.
Yeah. What if it did work? What if you did hit him?
Well, I mean, we would have had a different problem, and isn't that always better?
Oh, you probably would have became the boatman.
I don't want to be a boatman.
Then you could have handed out the shitty abacuses. Abaci?
Abacuses?
Yeah.
I think it's abacuses. From a really serious weigh-in point from Hallie herself, I think it's abacuses.
Just pause
really
for a
important
second.
to me.
You guys know.
Fine. All right. Well, what do we want to do? Do we want to?
Do we need to eat? Am I hungry?
Oh yeah. Do we have to eat?
Do I even know what hunger feels like anymore?
Oh, we're all staring at our hands. What?
Threw up something. So
that's
what
true.
Assume?
It's true.
Mina has been walking. Oh, go ahead.
He did say that we retain the bad parts of our physical being, so
Okay.
I'm assuming eating.
I like it. Okay.
Mina has been leading you through the streets, and she's been walking like a polite distance ahead of you, not enough that like she's gonna lose you, but enough that you can have this conversation without her overhearing at least all of it.
Yeah.
But she does overhear the hunger, and she'll be like, "Oh, if you're hungry, Bart will feed you when we get to the OK Bar and Inn. You do have, from what I understand, similar needs as to what you would need on Earth. You will need to eat and to sleep, and if you're hurt, you'll need to heal. You'll find that really it's probably not as much of an adjustment as you think it is."
So
We
pretty
wouldn't
sure it's
know.
a big adjustment, man.
Yeah, as my wings grow back and I'm just trying to fly. Like, is this doesn't feel normal. Can I fly by the or is it just to copy people?
Allow you to try to fly because you have wings, but because
Mhm.
your wings ability is like copying something else, you
Yeah.
might need to like give it an effort to make them do flying.
I'll have to do like a Buzz Lightyear thing. So probably like when
Yeah.
my wings come out, they like wrap around me like a mother goose swaddling
Aw.
a hen sort or hen whatever a baby goose is gosling and
That's like yeah.
yeah, so that's how I like kind of am able to focus in on other people's powers.
Rufus, it's been a really shitty day, and do you know one thing that would make it better?
I'm not doing the hamster thing.
Can you please do the hamster
Would be
thing?
so cute.
I mean, there's probably a hawk out here.
But you could, we'll protect you.
Yeah, I
Look,
will. I
two
swear, I will
bows.
protect you. I just want to
I
see
do
it.
not guarantee to protect you, but I would like to see it.
I want to see it one time.
I don't even think it works, and I guess I just take it and put my finger in the
Yeah,
neck
like
hole.
because you can't put it all on at once because it's a
Right.
hamster-sized onesie.
Yeah.
But like if you make an attempt to do it, you'll just bloop.
Yeah, like this isn't even gonna. I don't know what hamsters sound like, but
You're like this really cute Hamtaro looking hamster on the ground there.
This is the
And you're
best.
like, "Aw."
Oh, so cute.
he's like audibly or like visibly crying.
Okay, I'm sorry. You can take it back off. Thank you though.
Hamster shrugs and starts rolling around like a cat stuck in a bag, I guess.
Oh shit.
and-
Yeah, let me help you. And I want to get down and take the onesie off of the little hamster.
That was horrible. But it was very weird being so small.
It was you're a very, if it's any consolation, you're a very cute hamster.
Very.
And it might come
Thanks.
in handy at some point. You don't know.
Right. I mean, yeah, and that probably wasn't even the weirdest thing that happened today.
No?
No, yeah,
It was weird.
yeah.
It's
No, that
up
was the
there.
weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I guess it was.
I
Yeah,
don't think it was the weirdest
Yeah.
thing, but
I didn't like it, but
I'm sorry.
maybe I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Well, if we need hamster, skills, I can suck it up and hop down there, I guess.
It's the attitude, Mina says from the front of the party.
Thanks, Mina.
And she has stopped in front of a door labeled the OK Bar and Inn. And she says, "We're here. Would you like to come in?"
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Let's do this.
So you enter the OK Bar and Inn, and it is, as the name implies, a completely average establishment. Kind of old westy tavern-like. Nobody's sitting there. Nobody's inside at the moment, but there is one man hanging out behind the like check-in registration desk.
I feel the urge to ask if there was a dramatic shootout here at one point in time.
Are you actually asking, or do you just consider it?
No, I Skylar says that like I feel the urge to ask.
Okay. At Skylar's pronouncement that he feels the urge to ask, the man behind the counter looks up and he is horrified by that. He says, "Here at the OK Bar and Inn? Certainly not. Nothing so dramatic happens here." Mina,
I'm gonna want to get out of here real quick.
Yeah. Hey, nice to meet you. We have these coupons. We're new.
Hello.
He eyes them suspiciously, and then his eyes flit over to Mina. And Mina will say, "But I've brought you some customers. We have 4 vouchers." He says, "Are those the ones the boatman made? With a magic marker and some cardboard?" And she says, "Yes, they certainly are. The very same. But you can't tell me you don't have rooms available. And we, you owe us for the last time." And he narrows his eyes a little bit. And then he'll, like, come out from behind the desk, and he will take the ticket from Olive. It was Olive who was asking, right? Who was holding out. I'll take the ticket and examine it and be like, "You're real wanderers. Here."
Yep. Sure am.
Evidently.
Don't remember a damn thing. Don't belong here.
Don't want to be here.
Don't no. Just trying to get to the beyond or whatever it's called. Met the boatman. Got a bunch of stuff. Some cool, some confusing, some kind of shitty. And
I can turn into a hamster.
he can turn into a hamster. He's
That's
got
unusual.
a whole Iron Man thing going on. She's got an umbrella and a very delicious looking bottle of whiskey and a broken abacus. We also
And a
got
cool glove I tried to kill the boatman with.
also a cool glove. Also, we tried to kill the boatman. Didn't work though. Didn't take.
It never does.
Yeah. Well, it was worth a shot. So we got these vouchers, and we're exhausted. Been a long day. I'm sure you can understand. Can we stay here, please? We also have no money.
We do have vouchers.
We do have vouchers, though.
We do have some
He-
pibble clipples in our pockets.
Shh.
Okay.
Shut up.
He will slowly take the vouchers and like do that thing you do with like papers where you hit them against a desk to like shuffle them up together. And then he looks like he's still thinking about it, and Mina's like, "But you have the room, you clearly do." And the tumbleweed blows through like the inside of the inn at that point, and he's just like, "Fine."
Great. We also heard that that food was included with this voucher.
Yeah, we're hungry.
That's correct.
Fantastic.
And your inn looks really okay.
It looks fine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
perfectly average.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was a kind thank you. That was a kind thing to say. He's that made him really happy. He will file away your little vouchers, and he'll go in the back to like make you food. And we don't have to play through that scene unless you all want some more party chat. But we can also just say that you ate. It's up to you.
I definitely when the innkeep compliments us, I high five Rufus and mouth the word points to him.
I just got it. You made him so happy.
Points.
Right, so we can say that you eat, and then Bart will take you upstairs and show you the rooms, and then he looks kind of like nervous a little bit as he's like preparing to hand keys, and then is like, "So listen, you're wanderers, and I know that you have the vouchers, but you know they're only good for one night. And how long are you planning on staying?"
Oh, I would love it if it was one night exactly.
Yeah.
But it's probably going to be like 10,000 years, I guess. I don't know
Yeah.
how it works here, man.
Do you know where the closest limbo is?
Funny you should say that. And
Oh.
he takes out a different key that isn't a room key, and he unlocks a different door that looks like a small closet door.
Hmm.
And he flips it open.
I don't want to go back in the closet. Oh, where did that come from?
Oh no.
And there's this like super weird shiny portal thing inside the linen closet. It looks super weird. This like that's not what you were expecting. And he's nervous now. He's kind of like pulling at his shirt a little bit. He's like, "Look, I don't know why a limbo appeared in my linen closet, but I started locking it because if it gets out there is a limbo in my linen closet, my establishment is going to be known as exciting, unique, one of a kind, and I can't have that. That would be very bad for business at the OK Bar and Inn. But you know what? I can't get it to go away because." And then he tries to like put his hand in, and it just doesn't. It just hits like a wall. He's like, I only wanderers can enter limbos. And we haven't had any wanderers lately, so this has just been stuck here, and people are starting to ask questions about why do you keep your linen closet locked, Bart? And I say, well, you know, it's for a completely normal, average reason, and for some reason, they don't believe that, and that hasn't changed over time. So you know what, my business has not been doing very well lately because of this, because of this. So if you could all just take care of that, then you know what? Maybe take care of it. Yeah, when you enter limbos, they disappear. Did the boatman not tell you that?
They disappear while we're in them?
Oh,
Did he? I don't...
No, you'll be able to get out, but after you're done your business in there, the limbo portal will disappear. The world itself doesn't disappear, just that specific entrance to it.
Gotcha. Okay.
okay, cool.
I
So,
can't
so you
believe the
just
boatman
want
didn't
us
tell you
to go adventure in a limbo, and we're gonna get what for it?
Well, you could stay here for a little bit. I would extend the use of these vouchers.
Oh,
Sounds
for the
nice.
duration of our stay in the Tenebris? Wow, how
We'll-
generous!
Yeah, wow.
We'll revisit the exact terms of my voucher extensions, but that's what I would be grateful, and I would at the very least charge you less.
Less meaning nothing. No clippy bippies.
Less meaning nothing. No clippy bippies.
Right, because if we're the only ones that can do it, I mean, you said there's no wanderers, and Mina mentioned wanderers haven't been here for a while, so I guess we would be the only option for you.
You drive a hard bargain. You drive a hard bargain, but that's
plus-
about
Sleep
it.
for the night before we take care of it.
Yeah, no,
That's a good
that's
point.
that's
a
a
good
really
point.
good idea, Skylar. I'm
Yeah.
exhausted.
And we'll even throw you an extra little boon. We won't even tell anyone we're staying here, because if someone finds that wanderers are staying at your bar, then they're gonna come bother you and order food and give you monies and stuff like that. And that sounds bad.
Well, you know, I would have more business with the locals if I kept everything on the down low. Just don't mention the limbo, but you can say that you're staying here. This isn't the first
Okay.
time Mina and the boatman have hoisted their clientele on me.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
Great.
This seems like an extremely subtle group.
Very.
Yeah, just like shiny shiny everywhere sparkles. Does Skylar, like, when you walk, do you sound like a robot, or is it like
I mean, I assumed I'm allowed to like put the armor back into the cog. I don't always have to have the armor.
I was
don't have
hoping
to
you were
always
wearing
wear it.
three outfits, like a suit crammed underneath the armor, and then a nicer suit over the armor. But that makes a lot more sense.
All right, so are you gonna want to like Bart will agree. I'll say, You can get to it when you want. Until then, enjoy your rooms.
Yeah.
And he'll divvy up you all get your own rooms because it's like empty. So
Yes.
Dope.
you can all just like chill out and hang out and
Yeah.
do whatever the party wants to do. If you don't want to go in limbo right away.
What else is there in this town beyond this bar?
So in this town, besides the OK Bar and Inn, there's like an old Western saloon. There's like a general store. There's a library, and there is also the Sharon Travel Agency.
Oh. The travel agency is here. We can go complain. We can talk to the manager.
Speak to the manager.
You are from the suburbs. I'm pretty tired.
I'm not even the one who needs to complain.
We
That
probably
can be solo. Everybody can split up before you like collectively go into
Yeah.
limbo as well. If you all have like different goals and things you wanna
Should-
do.
should we split up? I mean, is that safe? Or...
I mean, I don't know. This town seems fine. We were also all given like very serious weapons before we got off here, so I have no idea how safe the
True.
Tenebris is. I'm learning.
Does Bart have visible weaponry, like a rocket launcher or anything?
That would be highly unusual. Not at all fit with his completely mediocre existence.
Fair.
Well, there's nothing that I specifically want to do. So if anyone needs company, I'll go wherever anyone else needs to go.
Yeah, I'm game to bop around. What do you two think?
I mean, I love complaining about my situation, so I have lots of things to say if we can direct
Also,
ourselves.
it is the travel agency. They might
whoever's
be
in
able to
charge.
tell us where there have been other limbo sightings.
Ooh, that's true. Or
Ooh,
also
you
like
say-
how
Maybe
we could
pamphlets.
how we could get back in contact with the boatman if we have any more questions.
Ooh.
So we go in, we complain a lot. We use that as our standing to get the information.
And if it doesn't work, we shoot up the place.
No.
We
Like you're
we
thinking.
bow anyone. You got a sword. You can hide in the corner with your shield or drill thing. That's cool.
But
You
Char-
think I need to hide with
Charlotte,
You
what
just
about
don't
the
look like a fighter to me. You don't have the demeanor of a real fight smith. Kind of a gentle face. Not that I'm
I'll allow
complaining.
it.
Okay.
Charlotte, what about the points though? We can't shoot up the travel agency if we're still thinking that there's some sort of point system.
Right.
No, nobody
This-
said anything about points. They said
Yeah,
get
nobody
your
has said
memories.
anything about point system.
But they
This
did
is-
not. We don't really know what the situation is, and I have to assume we have to earn our way to like real heaven or real hell or whatever.
Ugh, I'm hoping it's not either of those options.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am still holding out hope for a return to Earth because I am like 99% sure I have a heck of unfinished business that I feel it in my bones that I want to go take care of. So,
All right.
that's my exit strategy.
Travel agency? Travel agency? Travel agency?
No.
Travel agency.
Let's go.
To the travel agency. Mina was still downstairs. She'll show you where it is, but you could probably find it regardless, because again, it's an Old West ghost town. Like, it's not like there's a million places to go. And this is also easily the most impressive building in the town. It's like, it looks kind of out of place because it looks like Grecian almost, like, you know, pillars, marble, and it's like, what is this doing in the middle of a ghost town? But it's there, and when you make your way in, you hear a lot of like typewriters. You hear a lot of like train horns from like the back of the building, and there is a man sitting at the desk in the middle of the room doing this. He'll look up when you enter. Sorry, what?
Oh, I lean over to Charlotte and go, that looks like who we should yell at.
Maybe try to be nice first.
No, thank you. Hey! Are you in charge here?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, we are recent arrivals, and we have some complaints. So, why don't you see what you can do to help us out? Okay?
I'm like inching away from the group. If there's like a stand of like brochures that I can awkwardly look
there's
at.
a stand of like train times and schedules. And, like, how to
Oh
get
wow,
to
okay,
places.
this is why I'm here.
Look, I'm sorry the trains aren't running. We can't figure it out.
You know what? That's fine. Don't necessarily need the train. Are you also responsible for the boat?
The boat?
The
Yeah.
boatman told us to complain to you.
Yes, we were dropped off at this location against our will, having been picked up under what I'm going to say are fraudulent circumstances. Arguably worthy of litigation, but I'm going to hold that aside right now, assuming that you are able to make this right.
And he gave her a broken abacus.
This abacus is broken. I know it was free, but I still have an expectation for a reasonable level of quality.
What do you mean? But he gave you an abacus?
That is broken.
Look at this thing. Look at this. I
Does
can't
that mean-
even add on this. It doesn't even come up with the right numbers, and that doesn't even make sense. It's just beads.
He will slowly reach out to like take the abacus and gives you like a "is this okay?" kind of expression.
Yeah, you can take a look at it. Sure.
He'll like take the abacus and turn it around a lot. He looks like more upset with it the more that he looks at it. And just keeps like turning it over and over and goes, "What the fuck is he playing at? He knows I hate incorrect abacuses. Ugh! This is I'm sorry, your wanderers, I guess? Your wanderers? That's the gist I'm getting. Man, it's been a
Evidently.
while. And I was so happy not to see wanderers. I want to go everywhere. God, the trains aren't running, and I can't get you anywhere.
Well, that's gonna be a problem. What are you gonna do to fix?
Man,
These
man.
two! Oh my god!
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble being like this even in a game.
Oh, amazing.
Look, I am not an engineer, despite going to many years of engineer school, so I don't know how to fix the trains, but we are getting people on it. But you know what? The average point has just some completely average engineers, so we aren't quite able to solve this unusual and unaverage problem. And I am a more than average level of sorry.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure that's very uncomfortable for you.
Yeah, it is. Thank you. Thank you. It is very uncomfortable for me.
But I am at dare say an extreme level of frustrated right now, well beyond average. Do you have a manager
And she shot
on
the
site?
boatman.
I did attempt to kill the boatman.
Was it wonderful?
It was lovely for a moment, and then it wasn't. It didn't take.
Yeah, it doesn't work. But the moment when you take the shot, it feels real good, doesn't it?
It feels real good.
Well, look. I'm Linus. I am the manager, and I can't do anything for you. Were you sent here by the boatman? Did he do his thing where he's like, "Here's who you can complain to"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bullshit. I can't do anything about it. I don't know why he keeps sending people to me or to Bart. Bart hates it. I don't know why the boatman does what he does.
Sounds like you're having a bad day too.
God, I should have killed the boatman harder.
Where did you go to engineering school? You need your money back.
I know.
Oh.
Okay, so do you like how do we get back in contact with the boatman? Is it true that he knows everything, or is that also bullshit, like the vouchers and the manager situation? I'm assuming that it's possibly bullshit.
He doesn't know everything, but he's somehow always right.
Huh.
Oh,
And
that's even
that
worse.
is an above average level of frustrating. Let me tell you that! As for getting in contact with him, and from beneath the table, he pulls out this, like, giant ham radio looking apparatus.
Uh-huh.
And he'll, like, jiggle a few buttons and then bam, hit it a few times. And is like, my engineering school didn't teach me how to fix this either. In theory, he's got a radio and he's got a little antenna, and you should be able to talk to him whenever you need things like boats because trains aren't running.
Yeah.
But you know, theories aren't always correct, like any of my hypotheses were.
You know what? Give me that radio. Let's see if I can fix it. Maybe I was an engineer. I don't freaking know.
Yeah, maybe you can fix
Bud.
the radio and your abacus at the same time.
Be my guest, and he'll push it towards you. And do you want to try to play with it?
I would like to try to play with it. I would
Okay.
like to try to fix this abacus.
All right, the abacus and the radio, or just
Oh,
one,
sorry, the
or-
radio.
The radio.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think the
that's
abacus is too far
probably-
gone.
Yeah, the abacus is doomed and
Yeah,
magical.
RIP.
The abacus is there's no hope for the abacus. It's just the worst thing ever. So let's see, I would say this is like a mind roll. That's probably for the listeners, viewers. I didn't actually go through anything about stats. So there's mind, there's body, and there's soul, and then there are like 3 little more specific breakdowns under each of the stats. Earlier, when Charlotte tried to shoot the boatman in the face, we went under body, and then overcome, because that seemed to be the most relevant stat. So for this one, I think it would probably be mind. And then I can see any of the 3 mind stats applying. There's apply, there's percept, and there's reason. Like, you could try to percept to see what's wrong with it. You could try to reason your way through. You could apply whatever.
I mean, like, I'm good at reason, so I'm definitely gonna try and
You
suggest
probably
that,
want to do. I shouldn't have given you the out because you're just gonna pick the one that you're best
Yeah.
at. But I also think that's the one that applies the most. So for this, let me think of a. All right, so you get 5 dice, but fixing the radio is going to be a more challenging roll. So you need to
Okay.
roll 3 successes out of the 5 dice.
All right,
Okay.
I'm giving it a shot. That is 2 successes. Just 2.
That's good for you, though. It's a lot. So the radio will, like, kind of power up to life, and you do hear some static and, like, some voices on the other end that sound like they're maybe at channels you want to reach. But the signal doesn't last for very long. It's not a very strong signal, and it's definitely not the boatman that you're hearing.
Since she failed, does she get to mark experience?
Yes. Is that a...
I believe so. On our cheat sheet.
So there are, like, marking experiences for failure. Let me just consult.
You're gonna get a real
I know.
point.
All the rules. A real point. I know all the rules of this game, definitely. Yeah, go ahead and mark an XP since you failed. That will help everybody level up too, because this is a short campaign, and I want everybody to be able to get better at things because that's fun.
Yeah.
So fail and fail often.
I believe that we
Fail and fail often.
I believe that that experience is across all 3 of our stats, so you have 1 experience point in mind for this.
Yes.
Because you failed.
And you can just
Mind.
add a little XP on your little character sheet, or wherever you wanna keep track of that. And then I'll double check like the leveling up rules with XP when we aren't. I'll double check between sessions.
Sounds good. Well, maybe you weren't. an
I am going to
engineer.
yell at this dumb radio that I'm mad at now.
Yeah, I like to do that too. Linus says from behind his sad desk. Look, if you come back later, I bet I could have this fixed. I will use all of my average engineering skills to get this very difficult machine to work.
I believe in you, pal.
Thank you.
You're
That
welcome.
was so
Do
nice.
just to keep things even, because I'm pretty sure I might have been a very good engineer and I couldn't do it.
I hope that you were. You know, don't we all just want to be very good engineers?
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't, yeah. I guess you're wanderers, so you don't remember anything, huh?
Yeah, I don't
You
know
gotta-
anything, dude.
You gotta find limbos. I would love to help you out with that, but you need trains to go to other places that do have limbos. There are no
Gotcha.
limbos in the average point because we are very, very average. And you know, we don't go in for that kind of thing here. So you're gonna have to travel elsewhere, and I can't help you with that right now.
Yep. Nope,
Maybe we'll be
definitely.
able to solve your train conundrum, since we're more than average, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the deal with the trains? Just no one to fix the trains. The trains aren't running.
They're a monster, a group of bandits.
Tracks are gone.
The tracks are gone.
Tracks.
Tracks are gone.
Did someone take
The
the
tracks are gone. We don't know. We're investigating that.
Is this a normal kind of like problem in this wonderland that we found ourselves in?
No, it
Okay.
is not. I mean, the tracks. To be fair, the tracks are actually never there. They appear as the train moves, but they aren't even doing that. They're just like gone permanently forever. And like, what's that about? That's never happened. It's kind of a transportation nightmare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds like it. So no idea how to fix that.
No, we're calling people in to look at it. To
Okay.
fix it. I can't let you back there. I can let you play with the radio, but a train's a whole different monster.
Yeah, no. If we couldn't deal with a radio, I'm not confident that we're gonna be able
Right.
to undertake the mechanical engineering feat that would be getting these trains operational. All right, everyone. Looks like we're
Well,
just.
thank you for your help, I guess.
Yeah. Thank you, Linus. Sorry that we kind
You're
of
welcome.
stormed into your day here. Looks like
That's
you're
okay.
dealing with a lot.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'll hit the boatman for you next time I see him.
That would be above average good.
And you know what? We'll say it's from Linus.
That would be above average better.
I did poke him with my sword, and he was scared and freaked out. So he's
Really?
it's probably weirded out by us. So that's gonna be good for you, I think.
That is good. I'm gonna write that factoid in my diary. I'm gonna record it as a weakness of the boatman's.
You hear that? We're mentioning in their diary. That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take this pamphlet, even though the trains aren't working.
It might be useful information for later.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Have a good one.
Have an average day.
Have a fine one.
Everybody
He
here's such
nods.
a bummer.
You're getting it.
Have a statistically standard day.
He loves that. Like, thank you as you leave. But there's like a little bit more hope in his voice as he says thank you. It's not just like a routine thank you like he's been doing. He's happy with that.
While everyone else heads out, I would like to hang back to threaten Linus here.
Oh no.
Nice.
Okay. Sure.
Hey, buddy. Big fan of averages? So here's the deal. The next time we come back here, the trains are working. Otherwise, I'm going to average out your organs through the town. Okay? How do we like that? Loving it. I love it. You work on it. Okay, toodles.
They'd be spread so far. That's what he's saying as you make your merry way out of the CTA, having threatened Linus at the desk.
And then I catch up with everyone else. Sorry, I saw a cool bug. So, where are we going now?
I don't even know if there's really anything else to look at here.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired. Not to be a buzzkill.
No, dude, it's fine. It's been a hell of a day. we want to just get some sleep and then maybe check out a linen closet.
Yeah, eat whatever they have for
Do some
breakfast, and
laundry.
then jump into the linen dimension.
Oh
Do you think
yeah.
it's like a cool blanket land in there?
That never occurred to me. I don't know if the limbos like look like where would they like manifest. And as we're saying this, I realize that I'm saying the word limbo a lot, quite loud, and so I'm trying to lower my voice so that so that no one else overhears that there's a limbo in the inn.
Well, good thing it didn't manifest in the bathroom, so we can avoid that problem.
Yeah, good thing. I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Yes. Likewise. Good gosh.
Okay.
Let's
Sleep.
yeah,
Sleep
let's tuck
sounds
in for
good.
the night.
Yeah. Okay. I'll see you all
All right.
in the morning. Does this place have like a day-night cycle?
Yeah.
Cool.
Technically, it's like 28 hours in the day, but it's not going to matter from a mechanical standpoint. So it's a little bit different than like the 24-hour Earth day
Fantastic.
cycle.
Wait,
but it's
is
not
there
gonna
sun right
affect
now?
anything.
Can I charge my MP3 player? I
You
wanna know.
can. All of your solar powdered goodies.
are on my MP3
You
player.
can charge. Yes, and your MP3 player, if you charge it, just like hold it out in the sun. Let me do a quick hang on.
I need to know what songs are on this more than anything in the entire world.
All royalty-free jams that you'd love today. It's just gonna be Metallica, and your stream's gonna get obliterated.
So there are 20 songs on your list, and I won't go into all of them. But a few that you see are Day with Justin Bieber, Old Town Road by Lil Nas X,
Love
also
him.
Montero by Lil Nas
Nice.
X,
Love him.
Okay, love it.
Friday by Rebecca Black,
Okay, wait, so I'll take it.
Odd
Yeah,
choice.
yeah,
Not complaining.
yeah.
and Wonderwall
Yeah.
by the band who has Wonderwall. I can't remember who they are off the top of my head.
Oasis.
Oasis. Thank you. Oasis. What a silly thing for me to forget. So those are the first 5 songs that you see. The other ones are locked for now, though.
Nice. All right, I take it.
Nice. Yeah, I also want to charge up my walkie-talkies.
You absolutely can. They don't have any songs on them though because
Nope.
they're walkie-talkies.
That's fine.
So there's no fun indication after they're charged that they're like ready to rock.
That's fine. They might be useful
They
later.
beep a little bit.
Yeah, cool.
They
Huh.
might be.
Cool. All right, everyone. I guess we'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, good luck sleeping and crying and whatever.
Oh, I plan to do at least one of those things.
Yo, if anyone wants a sipperoo of my little bottle before you go to bed, just to really take the edge off the day,
Yeah, that's yeah.
Sure,
Okay, I'll take
yeah.
I'll take a hit of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass the bottle around.
Oh, boy.
Little
okay.
sip. I can assure you, the first one is a doozy.
Yeah. I will take a little sip.
We sipping.
This is very strong whiskey, and it makes you drunk after one sip. Charlotte must have an incredible tolerance because she was not super affected by it, even though she's been kind of nursing it all day. But this is like you're all going to bed, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but you sleep really well because of how strong this whiskey is. You sleep so well that you all remember the dreams that you have too.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
So each of you doesn't have a super long or detailed dream, but you see these like images. It's kind of like when you were first on the boat and you got your ticket and learned what your name was, and you had all those like contextless flashes of like, oh, I stole something, that kind of thing. It's simultaneously more specific and less specific because it's just like an isolated image, and the image itself is of something specific, but there's no context for it. Charlotte, you see a lot of colors and you see like what looks like a coin machine or like a token machine.
Okay.
Olive, you see a piano. Just like a piano, silhouetted by cool lights in the background, but otherwise just a piano.
Cool.
Rufus, you see a lighthouse. And the lighthouse is doing that thing lighthouses do where they're like the lights go in a circle and it gets really, like
Lighthousing
bright when
around.
it faces you. Yeah, lighthousing around. And Skylar, you see a laptop that it just scares you. This laptop just scares you because there's a cup of coffee like all over the bottom of it. And that's what you all dream about as you are super, super knocked out by this magical whiskey.
Alec, yeah.
So in the morning, are you going to head into the limbo?
Good breakfast.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna grab.
You'll get breakfast, yeah. The
Yeah.
food is good. It's eggs. Like it's pretty normal food from what you remember. Some of it might be like different colors than maybe what you're used to on Earth, because even though you don't have your memories, you like know what things are and they're normal. But it's the average point, so everything is just, fine. It's good. You're settled. But you get food and stuff. So unless there's nothing anybody wants to do before jumping into the limbo.
I'm good.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
So do we just
All
jump
right.
in it? Do we like put our fingers in?
How are you approaching this limbo?
Can I poke it with my sword?
You absolutely can. You're using your sword normally, or are you like whipping your sword?
Just in sword mode, just kind of
in sword
poking
mode.
it. Yeah.
It reacts a little bit in that like the weird, colorful portal thing kind of like melds out around it. But it doesn't pull the sword in or anything.
Gotcha. All right, seems safe.
I will
No, it
put my
doesn't.
iron. You know what? I'm just gonna put my Iron Man suit on and walk in.
That's safe. That's safe.
All right. After the Iron Man suit is on, and once you walk in, then that is when the limbo pulls everybody else in.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So you're all like, whoosh, and weirdly, it's like levers, rather than like a winged thing just like sucking you in, it's almost like levers are pushing you forward. And the surroundings are dark as you're coming in, but there are like flashes of lights everywhere. It's very, very colorful, very, very sudden, and they're all accompanied by these like bing, ba, bing, bings, ba, bing, ba, bing, ba, bings. Almost like a pinball machine.
Oh.
And then when you're on the other side, you find that you are in a piano bar / pinball arcade. Is
Yes.
is possibly how best you could describe it. And the surroundings feel very Casablanca by way of Greece. First of all, everything in this limbo is black and white. And it's like a cool noir 20s, 30s piano bar, except that all the clientele who are dressed nicely in like suits and dresses and stuff also have like greaser jackets and like backwards baseball caps. And the drink menu, if you care to take a look, says things like chocolate milk and like Shirley Temple cocktails and stuff. It's a very, that's where you are. You're at the front door of an establishment that says the piano ball.
Are we black
in
and white?
black and white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are in black and white, yeah.
I mean, we knew this was gonna be weird, so.
Weird. This place is cool. This is definitely the most exciting thing I've seen since being here.
This is much better than the average town.
Yeah, I love piano bars. Can we stay?
Well, let's just see what it is. I bet there's something nefarious.
I mean, maybe. We don't know that there's nefarious things here. We're just supposed to go
Who
in
goes
here
to a
and,
bar
like,
and orders chocolate milk?
fair. That's a little
Is the-
suspicious.
Is the limbo portal we passed through, like, still behind us?
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Then
Okay.
yeah, I'm willing to get a chocolate milk. Sure.
Yeah, I could definitely fuck with the Shirley Temple. Let's go in.
Definitely augment a Shirley Temple.
Add some hot chocolate milk to that Shirley Temple.
Oh god.
Mm.
So when you go in, this like kid will greet you. He looks like he's like a teenager, and he's wearing the suit and the backwards baseball cap. And he'll come forward and be like, "Hi, I'm Pat. Welcome to the piano ball. Are you here for the show tonight?"
Yeah, might as
Yeah.
well be.
Oh man, are you gonna challenge the flipper?
You just said a lot of words in an order that I don't exactly recognize. Challenge the flipper at what? Also, what's the flipper?
What's the flipper? The flipper is only the best piano ball player this side of the town.
Piano ball. What's
Yeah.
that?
Piano ball. You don't know piano ball?
I know what pianos
No.
are.
We're on
We're kind
vacation.
of new in town, so
Wow, this is really exciting. This is going to be a really good night for you.
I
So
sure
he-
hope so.
We'll pull you all in and be like, piano ball is a combination of piano and pinball, where the piano is the pinball machine. And he shows you what looks like, it's like a giant like piano, and like the back of it is open, and inside the back of the piano is like what would be a pinball machine. It's got all the lights and the little bumpers and stuff, but it looks like what you do is you press the keys, because Pat will sit down and just like, and then all these balls come out of nowhere and just go like inside the piano. It's really cool. And the flipper, the flipper's the best. The flipper's the best at piano ball. And tonight only, the flipper is gonna be taking on challengers. It's normally really, really hard to get a one-on-one fight with the flipper.
Are there any stakes in this? What do you get if you win?
Free chocolate milk for life.
What do you get if you lose?
You get kicked out.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
okay.
You can come back. That would be really bad for business if we just kicked people out for losing piano ball.
Sure. Don't suppose any of
yeah,
you
we're
were-
definitely gonna challenge this flipper, right?
Yeah, I don't suppose any of you were
Yeah,
like master
100%.
pianists that you recall.
Mm,
I might have
man,
been.
Does anybody want to give it a go?
Possible. I grew up in suburbia and I was very bored. Sounds like I would be a piano player.
Yeah, that sounds like that's rife for piano lessons. Do you want to give it a shot?
Yeah, give it a shot.
Give it a go, pretty boy.
Why not? Sure.
Are you gonna sit down and just play this one, or do you want to enter the competition to fight the flipper?
Go big or go home. We're gonna enter the
Horrible
competition
idea.
to fight
This is a terrible idea.
Why
Oh, I'm
not?
stressed out.
Who needs to practice?
You only live twice, so let's
Can
go,
we-
let's go ham.
Can we all?
You don't
enter?
have to fight the flipper right now. You just can. I just wasn't sure if you were like sitting down to play with the thing right now, or if you were planning to
I
just
do
like.
want to sit down and play with it, but I'm
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
go ahead
that's-
and enter the competition.
Can we all?
All right.
Can we all enter?
Scrap away.
I wanna
You
enter.
can all
enter.
Might as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
We're gonna
All right, I'll
gonna
enter.
increase our odds.
Statistically, maybe he'll get tired.
Yeah.
So do you each take like a little practice round on the
Sure. Yeah.
thing?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
I love this. Yes.
So you all sit down, and it's like it's weird because, you know, you're pressing piano keys instead of like buttons for a pinball machine, but like it's also fun. I'm not gonna make you all roll for it because like I'll make you roll for the actual competition. But if you're just messing around, you can go. However, when Charlotte sits down, the second you touch the piano keys, you are no longer in the piano ball.
Where am I?
That is actually where I was going to stop the adventure for tonight, at the first memory, just to create tension
Yes.
for session 2. Come back
Fuck.
next week. Tune in
I
next
love
week
it.
to find out what's going on with Charlotte.
Oh
I
no!
love it. It's perfect.
Oh.
Is that okay? I realized it's a little bit short, but that was my
No.
dramatic cutting point.
No,
No,
that's
good
great.
point.
That's perfect. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you so much, Hallie.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
This is a
Yay!
ton of fun. I love the boatman so much.
I'm so glad.
I
He was
hate
my
him,
favorite
which means I like him.
Good. I'm so
It was
glad.
fun to shoot at. I can say that.
All right, we got a lot of love from the Twitch community today. So just real
Oh,
quick,
wow.
I want to thank Quest Friends for the host, as well as Peter the Win. Gift subs courtesy of Lore Merchant, Hestia Bones, Amtrak, and of course Anonymous. Thank you, Rev, our crit show producer, for the resub. Thank you for your bits. I'm a T-Rex, Seamus, Seth, and Amalamadon. And thank you for the follows: Jody Hug, Monster, Griffin, Fire, XL Brink, Bioshock Infinite, my favorite game, Insanity, TTRPG, Killer Monkey, Bloody Feather, and Ningwem Importante Mesmo. Thank you all so much for kicking off our first episode in such a delightful way. My lovely guests, please remind our viewers where they can follow you and check out all of your other projects.
Yes. Are we doing the same order
Yeah.
as before? I didn't want to just jump in and cut somebody
go
else
ahead.
off.
You go.
I'm Hallie. You can find me at Hallie Kuntz on Twitter. It's just my name, HALLIEKOONTZ, and I am on the Quest Friends role-playing podcast and the Catching Up David movie review podcast. Both links to those are in my bio on Twitter if you look me up. And you can also go to questfriendspodcast.com/cookie crew. I'm a player on Quest Friends, but I GM a side series, and that is the side series that I GM.
Nice.
I'm Landon. You can find me on Twitter at OccasionalGM. You can hear me playing in Protean City Comics right now in their Incidentals comic line. And I'm a professional GM over at Magpie Games, so you can find me over there as well.
I am Lara Page Turner. You can find me on Twitter at GlaveQuizarm. There are 2 silent E's in that because I'm good at branding. Or look up my podcast, Unplaytested, and that's just unplaytested.com.
I'm Tim Lanning, and you can find me on Twitter at Tim Lanning. Listen to our D&D podcast. That's at D&D Podcast. We've been going that long on Twitter. It's very fun. We're close to the end. We're streaming tomorrow at 8:44 p.m. at twitch.tv/Geekly Inc. If you want to see like how our 10-year-long campaign ends, it'll be exciting. But I also stream on Rime of the Frost Maiden every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Also at twitch.tv/Geekly Inc. and Naruto Reviewto and Dear Internet Advice Show.
Nice. And I am Kim. You can find out everything you need to know about me at the Crit Show on Twitter, as well as at Kim_Dalton on Twitter if you want to look at me personally, but I'm not super active on that. Looking forward to the rest of the week. Thursday, the 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern, Megan is flying solo this week for Mystery Detective, so TBD yet on what game she's going to be playing, but as soon as we know it, I will let you all know so you can dress up accordingly. And then next Monday, the 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern, please join us for episode 2 of Afterlife Wandering Souls, featuring all of these lovely people as we get into Charlotte's memory. I can't wait to see what's going on with this lady. Thank you all so much for joining us for Afterlife Wandering Souls. This has been an amazing episode 1. Thank you, Hallie. Thank you, all of our guests. I'm so pumped for next week. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next week on the Omniverse Chronicles. Have a good night.
Bye.